guys, it's Emmy Cooper, and I have the pleasure of leading everyone in CJL's last Saturday activity of this virtual summer. The activity that I've chosen is pretty simple, but I think it is also pretty meaningful, and that is making your very own bandana bracelet. So a bandana bracelet, for those of you who don't know, is pretty self-explanatory. It's a bracelet or a necklace or an anklet made out of a camp bandana, usually the color of your unit that you're in. But the meaningfulness behind these bracelets or necklaces or anklets is the way that they are given and what they signify. In my experience as a camper and a CAT and a counselor, bandana bracelets are always something that are earned. As a camper, I was surprised with these bandana bracelets after something like an amazing cookout that was delicious, or my unit tackling our very first or 10th overnight, or maybe even finally nailing our secret song without using the lyrics. And as a counselor, I had the privilege of deciding when my campers had earned these bracelets, and I would usually decide that it was the right time if I saw my campers come together, work together, and bond over something really special. I know that we have not been able to earn these bracelets in the usual camp way, but I also know that CJL girls are a very different breed of girls, and I know that you have probably done something this summer in order to earn your very own bracelet. That could be participating in some of the other Saturday activities or camp crafts or sing-alongs. That could be helping your community in some way, like delivering groceries to a neighbor or making a sign that celebrates and thanks healthcare workers. It could even be something like making a new recipe, like baking bread. My mom and I tried baking bread. It went better than expected. I just know that all of you out there, all of you CJL girls, Juliette Low girls, have done something this summer in order to earn your very own bandana bracelet. So with that, let's get into the supplies that you will need and the steps to make your bracelet. You only need 3 things: a bandana, and if you don't have a bandana, an old t-shirt or old pillowcase will work. Just make sure you ask your parents. A pair of scissors, and a bowl with some water in it. Now, the first step in making your bracelet is finding your bandana or pillowcase or t-shirt, and you're just gonna lay it out, find an edge of your bandana, and go about 1 inch from the edge. You're gonna take your scissors and ask your parents for help if you need it. Take your scissors and make a small cut 1 inch away from the edge. The next step, which is my favorite part in making these, is just going ahead and ripping that strip off. You can cut it, but ripping is much more fun, I guarantee it. Then you are going to take your strip that you've just made and you're going to soak it in some water. You can just soak it for 20 seconds, doesn't really matter. You just want to get it wet so that when you twist it up and when you tie it on yourself, it holds its shape, just like this very worn past CIT 4 Winds bandana bracelet. So once it is soaked, you want to take it out and you want to squeeze out a little bit of the water so that it's not too wet, and then you're just going to twist it. So one way to do that is maybe your parent holds one side and twists one way and then you twist the other, or you can just kind of do it yourself, and you just have to twist it so that it gets really tight and so that it will be able to be rolled around your ankle or your wrist or your neck and then tied together. Okay, so I brought in my mom to show you guys how to tie it on your wrist if you want to have a bracelet. Now, I like to wrap it around the person I'm tying on's wrist twice so that I use more of the bandana. And once it's wrapped around the wrist twice, then you can just do a square knot. And I like to say right over left, so you're going to take the string on the right and put it over the left, and then pull it under, just like you're tying your shoe, the first knot tying your shoe. And then you're just going to do the same thing, but now you're going to do left over right, and then under again, and then pull tight. It should form kind of like a little square. And there is your tied bandana bracelet. So there you have it. There's mine all tied together. If you don't like how long the little strips after your knot are, then you can ask a parent to help you cut them off. You don't want to make these too short because they might unravel, and you don't want to have them too long because they might be a little annoying, but here you are. Now, I know the summer has been crazy and not necessarily what any of us have expected, but I'm so proud of each and every one of you for making it through this summer, and I wish you the best of luck for this next school year and for the rest of the summer. And I cannot wait to see everyone at the 100th anniversary of CJL next summer. Thanks for spending your Saturday with me, and I hope you guys have a good one.